Welcome, Capricorn, to your mid-month reading for October. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. And cross-watchers, of course. And there it is. What do we have? Moving. What did I say? Moving quickly. So yes, whatever is going on with you, it does feel like you are moving pretty swift, and it is one of the fastest cards in the deck, right? And it's Wands, so once again, it's very swift. It's moving. Things are going to start actually manifesting quickly for you too, because we are also within that full moon. So, and you might even be feeling like you're getting some manifesting coming through to you from the solar eclipse, right? Or maybe the lunar eclipse, or wherever, right? Whichever one you may have manifested the most on, it could be also finding that those manifestations from there is moving quickly. Everybody's is different. Okay. So you may find a lot of growth in personal and professional areas as well, as you are moving up the ladder. Okay. So, clearing some boundaries. Moving quickly, having direct communication. So it could even be a text message that's coming in, because we also see that as a message, text message, phone call, however it is, some kind of communication that's coming straight to you, some quick, fast communication that is moving right to you, where you might even feel like, no, I wanted to clear the boundaries with that, or you might feel like maybe it's you who's delivering this. It's either you delivering this message, or you're getting it maybe even from a Gemini, a Sagittarius. It might even be coming from an Aries, Leo, could be anybody in the world. If you know that it's you making this phone call, making this text out, that you need to, get straight to the point. Queen of Swords says, I'm straight to the point. Okay, I'm not putting any heart over this. Okay, I'm not even using my heart. I'm using my head. I'm clearing the boundaries. I'm telling you exactly the way it's going to be done. If you know that you are doing so, then it could be yourself, or you might be receiving this in. Okay, so you'll know if it's you putting it out there. If it's not you, you're like, no, it's not me, so it must be somebody else coming to me. Okay, they want this done. But however it feels like it's going to be very beneficial. Absolutely. Something that's going to make your heart spin. It could even be a boss coming in to give you a proposal. Some kind of a job proposal, some kind of, like I said, moving up the ladder. You may be getting a raise. You may have someone coming in, or maybe you're clearing the boundaries with someone in the heart zone, or maybe they're making boundaries with you, and maybe you guys are cutting to the chase kind of situation. Hey, if we're going to date, we need to make boundaries. Maybe they have boundaries as you have boundaries, and we're coming together as equal. Okay. The High Priestess. No matter what, it's going to be equal, because this is 8 of Swords. It's 4 and 4. 4 is, right, is balanced. A balanced number. So no matter what, it's about balancing things out for the highest good with the High Priestess over here. There is something that's going to come over here that could be a little hidden. There could have felt like there was kind of hidden reason, how is I'm going to say that? Hidden reasons to trying to, maybe the next card will tell us how to say that. Not wanting to open up. Okay, they were hiding their feelings. That's okay. It's like they're hiding. They're hiding their feelings, or you're hiding your feelings. It's like hidden agendas of how you feel. Okay. So hiding their feelings. Or maybe you're hiding their feelings. I kind of feel like this one's interesting, because it literally could be, who am I talking mostly about over here? Give me the highest message here, please, Spirit, who this is. Who's the Queen of Swords, the majority of the reading, please? Pisces, the High Priestess Pisces card. So they had They are hiding. Oh. Oh, shit. I see it now. Oh, no, Cap. I see it. Okay. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay. I got it. Got it. It was getting distorted. It was kind of getting distorted. General readings are somewhat weird sometimes like that. I do so many personal readings. They're so much easier. But anyways, here we go. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is more likely not you. It's the most of you are dealing with a Pisces. Could be a Pisces, a water sign, doesn't have to be. You could also be dealing with a fire sign or an air sign. Like I said, it could be anybody. Okay, so the message coming in would be from, we're going to call your person Pisces because when I asked, that was the energy that was falling through. So they're saying no because Pisces is hiding their feelings. So they want to come in. They want to have direct communication with you. They want to offer their heart to you. Okay, so it's not you. Okay. Now that doesn't mean, though, Cap, that you're still not wanting to say, okay, well, if I take this, I want to make boundaries. That's, that still could be there. But the whole thing is they've been hiding their feelings for you and not wanting to move towards you because of some kind of argument or something or delay with it. They've been delaying this message to you. They've been hiding out, feeling secretive about the situation because there was some kind of fallout you guys had, some kind of argument, some kind of confliction. Knight of Wands in reverse. So they've been feeling very frustrated, wanting to open this up to you, but they've been hiding it. That's where the hidden is. They've been hiding their feelings for you, wanting to get this done. So you could say maybe they even kind of ghosted you, Capricorn, and now they want to come back. See, there is boundaries, though. So you may be setting boundaries with them, okay? Or they may feel like they're breaking boundaries, okay? They may feel like they're breaking boundaries by going back to you. Maybe you had set some boundaries and they feel like they're breaking those boundaries by doing such a thing. Okay, so take it how it resonates. It's almost kind of confusing because you have this energy that's saying, I don't even know if you want them back. You might even feel like you have deep hidden feelings for them. But even if we have deep hidden feelings for people, doesn't mean we absolutely want them back. Or maybe you have these hidden feelings for them, but you're saying, but if you do come back, I'm going to set these boundaries because I'm not going to, feel this way again. So definitely they're coming towards you with this love offer, this apology, this wanting to reunite with you. But they have this feeling within them that you've set the boundaries straight. Maybe you made like a line in the sand. Right? I'm seeing this line in the sand where it's like, and I do not pass this line with me. And so maybe they kind of ghosted you, backed off, but this whole time their secret was really wanting to not so much cross the line with you, but really fix this situation with you. I still feel like they want to cross that boundary a little bit, but I think it's more like in the love zone. But they know, so it does feel like they're being a little defensive when they come in because they know that you're only going to tolerate so much. Okay? If you know it's the other way around, just go ahead and do so. But for now, that's at least it's telling me who's coming in with this. And it's almost like I kind of feel like they're a little scared and a little weary that you're going to make more, like you're going to push the line up more. I said, don't cross this boundary. I'm moving this boundary now up higher. Okay. But they don't want that. I feel they want more out of this situation, whatever it is, whether it's love, whether it's family, whatever it is. And so they're gearing up for the worst. Okay. But they're in this acceptance that this may not go through and that they may be just crossing the line, period, just by calling or texting you. Okay. So this kind of puts them in this frustrated mode of where am I going? Okay, okay, okay. So you definitely have that. So it's kind of like embracing yourself with this. You're going to be, oh my gosh, for some of you, you're definitely going to embrace this if they can keep where their boundaries need to be. If you stay on this side, I will embrace this situation. But if you really want to push me towards this line, I'm going to gear up as well. This is a very touchy situation. There is definitely a balance here where the scales are imbalanced. Even in the reading, you can feel it. Because some of you were one way and the other ones are the other way. You're like, nah, I don't know. Okay. This is a very, very touchy situation here for you. Yes, lesser of two evils. There is no right choice. Yeah, see, that's exactly how I'm feeling. I'm feeling this way about this reading. Not even a joke, because I do feel like some of you are like, and embrace it. Like I said, as long as they're following the rules, and then some of you are not going to embrace this because you're like, I just feel like you even calling and even saying anything to me was already breaking the rules. Because I feel like they ghosted you. As soon as you put down some boundaries or something, they ghosted you. So it was like, well, then why would you, you know what I mean? Come back. Well, because they come back because they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. So now they want to come back with this news and this information. They want to release this secret. They want to release this energy that they have for you. And they really want to test their own faith with you. And that's literally what it is. It's kind of the test of their own faith. You know, will Capricorn acknowledge this? Will, Capricorn accept my pinnacle? This news. They're starting to feel a little more ambitious about it once they kind of, release that feeling. They're having a lot of confusion. There's 2 cards of confusion. I think you're confused, they're confused, I'm freaking confused. And I'm the reader, but I am a little confused because the energy is a little confusing. The only reason the energy is confusing is because there feels like in the deep downs, you may want them to come do this, but on the other side, you're kind of like, I don't know, because that opens up a whole new can of worms. So there is definitely an indecision, and it's definitely not sure what the right choice is. It's kind of like you're damned if you do, or you're damned if you don't, but it's also kind of that, like, I would like for them to come to apologize for this situation, but then if they come to apologize for this situation, does that mean that we have to be friends again? I don't know if I want to do that, because, see, I already put my line down, but now they're going to come and kind of break that line, so I'm not sure. Is there a purpose? Or is this just going to be a whole bunch of lack of purpose? There's too many choices, absolutely. 7 of Cups in reverse. There's too many choices to pick from, whether or not I should just do this or not do this. And I personally, as a reader, can't tell you that. It's something you're going to have to do yourself. I can give you the ideas of what happens if you do and you don't, but I don't tell people what to do. That's called free will. I can give ideas of, if you take them back, it could be this way. If you don't, it will be that way. That's my job. And because it's a general reading, it might not even 100. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. Y'all know better. Okay, so let's see. Digging a trench. Karmic trench. Digging a karmic trench. Queen of Cups in reverse. Is this going to end up just obsessive? Because it just feels like maybe they're obsessed with you. Okay. So it does feel like like there's an obsession when it comes to, I love my Capricorn. I have to be with my Capricorn. I am very obsessive with them. Were they unfaithful to you? Unfaithful doesn't mean that I had to have a third-party situation of cheating. Unfaithful means that I was unfaithful to your boundaries. I was unfaithful to the way I treated you. I was unfaithful to the loyalties thereof. There's a lot of ways we can be unfaithful without having to be cheating. But, it's also a card of jealousy, too. So they could just been, jealous of, you hanging out with your friends, or jealous of one of your friends. Literally, you could have said, because I was hanging out with my Cancer friend all the time, and they just became jealous of the time spent. So they became unfaithful to me and started treating me wrong. When jealousy and obsession becomes one of those things that could become over-controlling, manipulating, and that's unfaithful to you, right? Is that saying, I'm not trusting you, or I am too controlling now because I want you to myself? Now, allowing their deepest inner feelings to get over irrational over a situation, and it feels like for a lot of you it could have been time. So they feel like there could be a lost opportunity or a missed chance with you because they didn't do things right. But for you, it could feel like this was a bad investment. If I do this again, this could be a bad investment. It could just end up all over again the way it was once before. Maybe I've given this too many times, because it says I have a karmic trench that just keeps going on. And this is talking about the Wheel of Fortune reverse, which is called breaking cycles. Am I just going back to a cycle that I just ended to redo the cycle again? Which would say I didn't learn from the situation. So did I learn from this situation to move forward, or am I going to relive the same test over and over and over and over again until I learn to pull away from this situation and learn that they're not going to change because of the obsession or whatever they're doing? So that's going to be, so it was like, am I going to give them higher expectations? Am I giving them higher expectations that they're going to be better this time than last time? Because if I do so, I'm probably setting myself up for disaster. I'm setting myself back into the same zone I was before. So it's almost like maybe the universe is testing you and testing your faith within yourself of how it is. So Spirit says it's time to soul search the situation, know what's right and what's wrong. Can it be trusted? Should I do it again? Will they really do so, or do I just cut them loose? Or do I reconcile? Card of reconciling or cutting them loose. Because this says they have the desire to reconcile, and you're saying, I'm going to cut the losses. So you're going to have to adapt to certain situations and really play your pros and cons over here to what you feel is highest. If they're coming up higher in cons, then you probably don't want to do so. If it's coming up bigger in pros, then we probably want to do so. And if you're just coming out balanced and you're just like, I just don't even want to play anymore. I don't even care about the pros and cons. I just don't even play anymore. I don't even want to know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm done, right? I've learned, I'm done. So they're saying, are you going to try one more time? Or are you just going to avoid the situation? Like I said, that's up to you, right? But Spirit says this is what's going on, because this person feels like they're carrying the extra burdens of emotions, but really wanting to act out because they feel like, I'm going to go get my Capricorn back because I'm carrying too much stress. I need to get this off my chest to them. I need to let them understand. They want you to know that they want a new beginning with you. They want to end this situation from the past. They want to start anew with you. Right? They're going to try to keep themselves as emotionally balanced as possible while talking to you so that they don't overextend themselves in emotions. Okay? They want your forgiveness from this situation, But here you come in. So they were going to come, like I said, they don't want to show the emotions. And that's because they're going to come in as the Queen of Swords. What did I say? Because they're going to come in mentally over emotions. So they don't want to show those emotions. Now, that could be a bad thing, though. Especially for an earth sign. I'm an earth sign, too. I'm a Taurus, for those of you who are new and don't know this. This could be this right here could be their downfall. Not showing emotion. Earth signs, we're down to earth. We nurture. So not showing any emotion, you may, as a Capricorn, feel this is very heartless, very unemotional, and very insincere. And as a Taurus, I would tell you the same thing. I don't like that because I feel that's insincerity. That doesn't mean it is. If you're actually dealing with an air sign, it's going to end up that way. Right? It could end up that way because that's what air does. The reason I'm saying this too is because it's saying you're going to show that back. Well, if you want to play that, I'm going to play it back. That's so earth of you. Right? That's so earth of you. Because it's saying, okay, you're going to come in and you're going to want to have this conversation with no high emotions. Then fine, I'm going to be head over heart too. I'm going to show you that I don't have any emotions either. Earth's stubborn no matter what. Okay, so you're going to play that. I'm going to do it too because your mental clarity is going to come up, Cap, and it's going to be like, okay, fine. You want to be truthful? Well, I'm going to stand in my truth then too, and that's the way you're going to play. Well, I'm going to play back. We have hooves for a reason. We have hooves and horns for a reason, right? That's because you're going to stand stable and you're going to say, okay, then that's fine. Let's go. But I'm going to tell you, in crosswatchers, I'm telling you, if it's you, this would be probably the worst case scenario for a Capricorn, for any earth sign. Virgo may play with you. Okay? Virgo, they would be the ones, they play a little bit more, but Taurus and Cap ain't going to play like that. I guarantee you that. My grandma was a Capricorn, and I know for a fact that it's just not going to roll. I want to see emotions. I want to see some nurturing. I want to see some heart in this situation. Otherwise, I'm going to see you as very bold. Yeah, you were bold. You were courageous. Good job. But I'm also seeing you very heartless and very insincere. Because I want to, and I'm not telling you need to come in, crying and plead God. Don't do that either. Don't show over emotion. But you have to have some emotions. You just can't come in being like, oh, well, I'm not going to really show you any emotion because, I want you to see me the way I am. Because, no, absolutely not. No. Because we want to know that there's a sincerity of love, a sincerity to forgive, that you have a heart. I said Virgo may play a little bit, but not Capricorn and Taurus is not going to happen. And it's not going to happen with Leo either. Guaranteed. That's a 100% guarantee. It is. It's going to challenge. They're going to put up a challenge. It's going to make you want to confront the situation, but they're also, because remember, they're also being very defensive though too. So it's going to be analytical defense. Come on, guys. This ain't war. Hey, making it like they're they're like acting like they're the general of the army and I don't have time. Okay, well, you need to settle down. This isn't boot camp. This is a relationship. There's no need to have to feel like you're grounding yourself and holding, like they're holding their own, like I'm in defense mode and, Capricorn, here we go. And it's just like, stand down, soldier. Are we going to have a real conversation? Because a real conversation involves the mind and the heart. if that happens, I just don't even see you having the heart to do so or to listen. Now, I see, because if you need to, have to go into the same mode that they're in, that's not going to last long. Sorry, it's just not. I've been doing tarot too long. I know people too much. I'm sorry, that's just not going to happen. If it does happen, it's going to be such a rarity depending on the situation. I mean, if it's a family member, like a brother or a sister, and you're used to that shit, then that's fine. But I'm telling you right now, from the basis of about 70% of you, you're going to say no to that dress. You're going to say absolutely not. Like I said, it depends on who it is. If it's family, yeah, because you've dealt with this shit too much. And you'll be like, yeah, because I've dealt with this so much, I'll just, just whatever. But I'm telling you, from just a regular basis, dude, 70% of you are going to say no way, because if they don't want to come in and show me that they have a heart, then why am I even here? Then why even come back? Why are you going to hide your emotions? Because that's all they're doing is hiding the emotion. It literally says right here, I'm hiding my emotions. So that means they could use it, but they're too scared. Or playing victim too much. Because 9 of Wands may even be a victim mode, so they may even be playing victim with you. Oh, Jesus Christ. They're living in the past no matter what. That's the overall. They're living in the past. They're trying to bring the past back up, so it could just end up in friction and discord and arguments no matter what. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a 50-50 chance. But I'm telling you, it's not a 50-50 chance. I'm telling you, it's a 70-30 chance. 70% of you are not going to take this because of lack of emotion and sincerity. And the other 30 of you, you're dealing with a family member or something. You're like, oh, it's all good, whatever. Just get this done and over with because I'm tired of this crap, right? Just let it blow over. Yeah, we have the Devil in reverse, Ace of Swords, limiting beliefs, freedom, freeing yourself from the situation to restore the control that you need, because you're going to have the mental clarity of the situation, that you're just going to sit on your throne and just say, yeah, well, you know what, I'm just going to take my power back. I'm not even going to worry about this. Just going to release it and let it go. The others of you, you know that they're hiding their emotions. You already know how to deal with them. You're just going to set it aside and let it all go through. What did I just say? It's the same thing I just said. Because you already understand what's going on within the situation. It's the same thing I said. It's like, why am I proving myself right? I don't know why I do that. Maybe it's a proof of myself. Like you did get that right? Oh, yeah, you got it right. Okay. Proving myself. Okay. The full moon's out. Gotta make sure sometimes, right? Okay, my friends. Until next time. Overall card for you is really, all it is just them bringing the past back to light. I mean, there's really, and then you're having to make the decision that's the wisest decision for yourself using your own intuition. You know what's going on. Pretty much the outcome are those right there. You either do or you don't, right? Because no matter what it is, it's going to be victory and success for you no matter what the situation is. You let it go the way you want to let it go, or you do whatever you do, you're going to have the victory and success anyways. But I will tell you one thing. Remember one thing, though. One thing. You do have that discernment. Do you want to continue to, because the majority of you are building trenches. Remember, no matter what the situation is, how long will it last? Because remember, Spirit said, you're still digging trenches. Meaning that the cycle will not 100%, it's not complete. It's a karmic cycle no matter what. Please remember that was what it was. Having a high expectations for something to change. But digging trenches. There is a lesson to be learned in this situation, my friends. Please, let's not forget that. That is what the overall piece is. So when you go to make the discernment of should I stay or should I go now, right? Remember, it's a karmic lesson. That right there will make your intuition go boom. Okay? For the right answers. Okay? Till next time, my friends. Peace and love.